This is John Metter. You're listening to Middle Tennessee and Southern Kentucky's new home of great gospel music. 7 days a week, WSGI AM 1100, Springfield, God's Informer.
One street over there's a life I could have known, one beyond my wildest dreams. Maybe that road could have carried me to streets of gold. Things aren't always as they seem. Looking back on all the chances that I missed, some I held, some slipped away. One street over where my memories exist, I wondered what would change, I really couldn't say. In this life there's nothing certain, except the curtain that rises to the stage. Silly games of second guessing, I just forget the lessons that I couldn't learn. Because one street over there's a life I could have known that would have kept me from the one I had today.
Oh, hello, everybody. We got to get to it. This is 1100 WSGI. I'm Trent LaVern, and this is One Street Over. I promised everybody I'm just going to shut my mouth and let everybody talk this morning because we got things to do, and we don't have a lot of time to do it. We've got Trent and Ronnie coming in from the fair board to tell us everything that's fair, but I messaged Trent last night, and I said I need 15 minutes of your time because Josh Hinerman's messaged me and said, LaVern, I've got to come in Friday. I got to bring Kenny in, and we got to introduce him, and I got to just say, see you later, even though you're going to be kind of hanging around in the transition. Josh Hinerman, that you know well, has been our director of transportation for how many years now, brother?
Almost a decade.
Whoa, crazy. And this, I'm excited for you going to the state. This is a job you and I have talked about before.
It is.
You know, and wow, I mean, congratulations. That's just cool.
I'm excited.
And I know you are, and we're going to look forward to hearing all that's going on. And then we have Kenny Hardaway, that I was just trying to think if we'd ever met, but your name is quite familiar because I talked to you, about the roofing background we had and Hardaway construction, all of that. But you say connections down the line. So if anybody hears that Hardaway name and you're wondering, connections down the line, I asked the question. I saw was entered. You're the new director of transportation coming in. When's your first day?
So I'll start on the 22nd of this month.
22nd of this month. So I saw in the post, welcome back, Kenny. What is that all about? Now, Trent says he's known you since you were a baby, so right. You're local. So give me that background.
So born and raised here, started with the school system back in 2004 as a driver and worked my way up through dispatch. And then I did some time with emergency management. And then I come back as a safety coordinator before going into the private sector for a few years, and then back in July of 23, I come back to Tennessee as the transportation director for Wilson County Schools.
Okay, so and that was a couple of years ago.
23.
So you've done this role. This is not something that's going to be brand new to you. Well, that's good.
The only difference is I'm just coming home. That's the only difference.
Well, welcome home.
Thank you very much.
Welcome home. I know, because it's like Billy Vogel says, we are blessed by God to live and work in Robertson County. Yes, and we are. I love it here. I'm a transplant, from Kentucky, so I love it. But I'm going to shut up. What do we need to know, Mr. Hinerman, about all the things going on right now? So I'm going to shut up. So we got just a few minutes here.
Well, I just wanted to come in and say thanks to everybody for all the support that you've given me over this past decade here in school transportation here in Robertson County. I'm so excited. I actually told Kenny I had a little emotional moment when I found out he was going to be our new transportation director, and grateful to see him come full circle and just to know he started here and I was able to help him with some of his growth. He has been refined, I think, would be a kind way of saying it, after working in Wilson County. That is a very, very large school system. I think the 9th largest in the state.
Wow, so really?
He's coming back to maybe a little less stress. I think our challenges are still the same as they are all around the nation, a driver shortage, but Kenny's got his license, and I'm sure he'll saddle up and get right on one of those buses and do what he needs to do. But I'm excited about my new role as well with the Department of Education as the State Transportation Manager, what most people refer to as the State Director. So my job will be to come and support new transportation directors around the state in their work. And we provide an annual in-service for our transportation directors, just covering various issues that are going on in the state or the nation. And then I will serve as the liaison at the national level for our state. So lots of exciting things for me.
Fun.
I think the biggest adjustment will be that you work from home
Yeah.
more than, being in the office all day. So that's going to be an adjustment just because I'm used to being up at 5 in the morning and going and not going to bed till late at night and starting all over the next day. But yes, I'm excited for Kenny and our department. We still need bus drivers.
No.
District
Is that
wide.
real? I know that's a constant.
We're struggling, and I think people, they call in and fuss about that so often. And as of late, I've just told folks it's not a matter of us not having the equipment, as I don't have the people.
Yeah.
And once we get the people, we're able to do the work that needs to be done. And so if you know folks that want to drive a school bus, send them our way. Kenny will get them trained up, and I'll work with Kenny through the end of the month. So I'm going to finish out officially on the 30th. So we'll have about 7 whole days together where we can just go over any of the little idiosyncrasies and oddities that are indicative to Robertson County, because each district, does things a little differently. And when he was here before, he didn't work with the budget and he didn't deal with the fuel and all that. So just getting him up to date on all that, and he'll be successful.
Oh,
I've
of
got
course.
great confidence in him.
Wilson County is where my grandkids, well, 3 of my grandchildren. I'm about to have my 5th one. But anyway, 3 of my grandkids are in Wilson County.
Okay.
So they are bobcats over there in the little school, and I forget which one of the schools it is, and because it's the elementary, because I've got a 3rd grader and a kindergarten, and they're bobcats, and I forget the name of the school. I'm trying to, yeah, because they're bobcats like their mama, but they're different color scheme, But yeah, they're up in Wilson County. It's a good county, but Robertson County's better.
Amen.
We love it here. So welcome home. So what are your thoughts as we continue on?
So I'm excited to be here. Wilson County was a great county for me to start out at. I learned a lot of things there. The private sector helped me a lot to refine some of the leadership things that I needed, because obviously the private sector moves a lot faster and is a lot different. So I'm very grateful for that and the opportunity that I've had at Wilson, but I'm excited to be back home.
Sure.
Plan is to still hire drivers and attendants as needed, like of course, everybody needs, and pick up where Josh left off and move the department forward.
Very good. And do you have any tricks in your pocket about getting more drivers in the seats? Because that's a big one. That's the big one.
It's I was successful in Wilson County in getting drivers, but I think it's location is one. Wilson County is 25 minutes from Nashville. I don't know. It just depends on the individual. A lot of people don't realize what they sign up for until they get here.
Right.
So trying to figure out how to sell that to the general public to say, come work for us, but this is what you're going to endeavor. Figuring out how to explain that more to where they have a true picture of what it looks like. So I got a little work to do on that.
I have to tell you, my husband's teaching, and I think that's one of the things that I think a lot of teachers don't realize, how lucrative it can be for you as a teacher, that you drive yourself to school on the bus and then you leave and take the kids home. I mean, I'm almost tempted to try to make it work, but I have this gig. As long as I'm doing radio, I can't.
Right.
But I drove a bus when my kids were younger, and I don't have my license anymore. Josh is always like, yeah, I know LaVern is like, but it is something. Are you still interested in trying to bring teachers in to do that? Because to me, that just makes a lot of sense.
Absolutely.
Too, to get teachers to do that.
Well, and currently where I'm at, we have several teachers that have their license, and they have routes just like you was explaining. So absolutely, it's extra money for them. So it helps the retirement. I mean, there's a lot of pluses to it.
Oh, for sure.
So, but yes, I would be open to teachers inquiring and getting their license to drive routes.
How many do you have now that are doing that? I know you have quite a few. Could you have a ballpark number about how many teachers are driving?
We have 2 right now.
Just 2?
And then Jesse from Central Office came on board this year. So we've got 3, which is more than we've had in several years now. And with Mark driving, it's a big help. And I know we've had some coaches reach out about licensing themselves so that they're able to do their trips and whatnot.
Right.
Because
That's a good idea.
we are so short. It is very difficult for us right now to be able to meet the needs of all of our athletic programs and take care of general education routes.
Right.
And that is our top priority, getting children to and from school.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the transportation program is designed for. And so we've had a few say, yeah, we're interested in that.
Right.
Now, I would prefer that they help us out when we're in a bind,
Sure.
but I'm not gonna depend on that up front. So.
Yeah, but that's a good idea, the coaching end of it, because that's one of the things that with all of our grandkids and stuff, we just can't do the sports stuff. I mean, we can go. My husband and I both coached last year, and we're like, okay, we can't do that. But he's like, I really think I want to pick back up with the buses, and he can maybe help on some of the game nights and stuff if possible. But I'm stunned that you don't have more teachers taking advantage of that.
Not right now. And I think the other thing that both of us have done is to try to be flexible with scheduling.
Yeah.
If you're able to just drive afternoons, that's when
Right.
we're really, really struggling anyways.
Mm.
Because most folks will drive their morning routes, and then the afternoon, if they need to be off, that's when they'll take off. And it's our afternoons where we're doubling up routes. We started
Really?
day one this year having to double routes, which we've not had to do in a while.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I know there are critics out there that would say, well, it's not the children, but the behavior of students greatly impacts the success of a driver. And then pay and all the other things that contributes to. But I think one of our biggest challenges right now, and Kenny and I've talked a little bit about that, is Metro Nashville. They've recruited a lot of our folks, and you can't blame them when they go there and make $50,000 to drive a school bus. But we can't compare to them. We can't compete with them. And so it's not fair not fair to say, well, Metro does. I heard a former driver say that the other day, we all need to move everybody up to 6-7 hours a day. You can't do that. We don't have the tax base. If everybody says voluntarily we want a tax increase on our property, sure, we could do wonderful things, but nobody's volunteering, hey, I'll take a tax increase voluntarily.
Amen. I mean, there's just so much to it, guys. So much to it. And I just am excited to see what you're going to be able to do at the state level. I'm excited to meet you, and I've heard wonderful things about you. Like I said, Trent's like, I've known him since he was a baby. So
He has.
that's wonderful. So I'm glad. So you were living out in Wilson County, and you're moving back to Robertson, or have you been living here all along and commuting?
No, I moved back from South Carolina when I was in the private sector to Lebanon, and then I'll move back to Robertson in a few months.
You got a good realtor? I know there's a lot of them. We have one that advertises, and of course Trent's wife and all them.
Right,
but,
right.
But I'm sure you do. But you got an eye on a property yet?
I do not. So
Oh, my.
I'll wait till closer to time.
Yeah, I got you. But so that's, God bless you. That's a lot.
It is.
Especially here at the fall, changing jobs, going to move, Christmas, Thanksgiving. God bless you. Prayers for you,
It's
brother.
the fun part of the year, but I didn't give him the most stressful part, which is the start of school.
And that is crazy town.
I got to endeavor that
He got to endure
45
that.
minutes
in
an
his-
hour.
Yeah, there you go. I got you. Very good.
You
Well,
know, every start is unique in its own way, and
I-
every year is different. So
Yeah. I can imagine.
you
That
just
was a rough thing for us this year because of the rezoning, and folks were so upset.
Uh-huh.
Parents calling, well, last year everything went smoothly. I said, you're not comparing apples with apples. Last year, we didn't do any rezoning. Bus
Yep.
drivers went back to the same routes they've been driving for years with
Yep.
the same children. This year, it was all new. We were all on the struggle bus,
Yeah.
figuratively and literally speaking. But we got through it. It took us about 4 or 5 days, and it settled down. And
Yeah.
as it always does. That's
Yeah.
what you just have to remind folks. But people were emotional at the beginning of the school year.
Yes, they are. Giving up summer, starting school. I love it. I truly love everything about being in the school system. It is the best blessing. I just absolutely adore it. And we'd love to have you join us at Robertson County Schools. So come on in. We need you on the bus. Drive a bus. People don't realize it's not that hard to drive a bus.
It's not. It's like
It's
driving
really
a
not.
sports car.
It's really not.
it's like driving your car. Just swing wide when you turn right.
There you go. Swing wide. And I'll tell you, I like the challenge of trying to back them up and doing all the things. I got pretty good. I got pretty good at backing those big old boys up. But
And
anyway,
we actually train on. We'll do the training
Yeah.
ourselves. So I mean, it's not anything that
yeah.
they would have to stress about as well. So
Come on, y'all.
we're willing to work.
Well, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
We'll still be in touch.
Absolutely. We'll do something for bus safety.
That's in October. I
Right,
just
that's
told
coming
him
up.
that he
I'll
would.
pencil it in on the calendar and we'll make sure and get you guys some time in here to come in and talk. And if you need anything, let us know.
Absolutely.
All right.
bless
Nice
you.
to
Have a
meet
good
you.
day.
God
Thank
bless you. And congratulations, Josh. And as they're making their way out, I am going to talk about Barry and Rebecca Richards with Exit Prime Realty because they are our longest running full-time sponsor. You know them well. They are Robertson Countyans. They have been in Robertson County 30 years now. Cross Plainians, we like to say. They just celebrated their 30-year anniversary in Cross Plains. They got here about the same time I did. I've been here a little bit longer. We're all from Kentucky. That's why we talk about so much about how they've been here long enough that this is home. So they specialize in Robertson County properties, but also buy and sell in the surrounding counties and across the state line in Kentucky because, like me, they understand the nuances of being in Kentucky. I've got friends that they live in Kentucky because it's a little bit more affordable, but they work in Tennessee, so they have to make sure that they've budgeted for that state income tax you have in Kentucky. They're going to help you navigate those waters. Barry and Rebecca, they're experts at it. She's one of the first in the area to be a seniors real estate specialist. Barry, that marketer, coming out of Nashville, 17 years as a media marketing vice president, so he knows how to market your property. Videography, photography, drone footage, walkthrough tours, all the things. He will take care of it for you, and man, people won't miss your property when it's time to sell it. You want to be a realtor? They would love to mentor you into the process, but Barry says, I might talk you out of it because he's going to make sure you understand all the nuances of what it means to put on that hat and say, hey, I'm a realtor. Follow them at social media on Facebook. You can find their Facebook pages. Barry Richards, Exit Prime Realty. Rebecca Richards, Exit Prime Realty. They have their own unique pages, even though they work together very closely, of course. But they have their own unique pages, and you can call Rebecca at 615-504-7425, 615-504 Say, mentor that again, 615-504-7425. Yesterday was Barry's birthday, too, so if you see him out and about, tell him, happy birthday. Barry and Rebecca Richards, Exit Prime Realty. When you talk to them, let them know U-Turn sent ya. It's fair time in Robertson County. Thank you guys for letting us borrow some of your time this morning.
That's not a problem at all.
Well, you told me, you said you've known Kenny forever, since he's a baby.
Well, for 43 years.
Yeah, there you go. I love it. I love it. But I'm excited, because Mark and I are working in the school system, and he drives a bus. I can't believe they've only got 2 teachers taking. I mean, you can drive yourself to work on a bus, take care of the kids, drive them home, get a little extra income.
Yeah, but do you want to look at those little angels for 16 hours a day?
That's not that many. And it's not that many hours because you figure, no.
No, I know. It's
I mean, you maybe you start your day an hour and a half earlier.
Yeah.
But
total 4 hours, something like that.
I'm surprised. Yeah, I mean, 4 hours a day would be the most. I mean, now Mark's, I think, is a little bit more than that because they've got him doubling up. I mean, he worked with them. He was a safety coordinator before he went and started doing CTE, and so he gets it a little bit more. So he's taking middle school kids and picking up high school kids and all that. But I mean, a lot of you CTE guys, you've worked in the private sector, working, longer days is nothing to y'all. So I'm just saying, and I just love these kids. I do. We all have little knuckleheads, lost sheep that we're trying to navigate back to the flock. But these kids, I just love them. They're so much fun.
That's right.
I just love them so much. I need to know, I need a clarification on what time is the parade because I'm putting it in my newscast for Tuesday.
Okay, all right. It is, it starts at 5 o'clock.
5 p.m., okay.
Lineup starts at 4.
Okay.
And
Good deal. And
to get ready, and then at 5 o'clock, they open the gate at the top of the hill and start rolling down the hill.
Well, we do a news broadcast 3 days a week at Greenbrier. Mm-hmm. And so I was writing the copy today, and we have this little feature now we do once a week called Ask a Bobcat. So we go around and ask the students questions. Our question for next week's Ask a Bobcat that'll run on Tuesday is, what's your favorite part about the county fair?
There you go.
So there you go. So we're promoting it for you at school. And so we'll put in the parade start time. So let's get going. Walk me through this. What we got going on? Y'all want to go through the calendar events? How you want to do this?
Yeah, that's probably the best thing to do. And Ronnie here, he's the only one gracious enough to come in, I said, I put it out there to everybody. I said, anybody that wants to go on, Friday morning at 7 o'clock, come on. And
Well, and I should have said Ronnie Pendleton, Trent Cobb, Fair Board. How long have y'all been on Fair Board? I didn't introduce y'all when you
I
came in.
know.
I should
I've been on the fair board bumping 30 years.
Wow. Okay.
I know. I don't look 30. But,
About 7 or 8 years now,
Okay.
I guess. Something
yeah.
like that.
Well, member,
Yeah.
he's been a volunteer for a long time down there.
Yeah.
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 I love it. I love it. And how many people do you have on the Fair Board?
That's a loaded question right there. How many people are on the fair board, or how many people that participate in helping put the fair on?
Okay, whichever one.
That right there, probably 12.
On the Fair Board?
Yeah, 12 to 15.
12 to 15. There's like 30 something members, but
Okay.
you and some of them you'll see, they'll show up 2 weeks before the fair and help you put the fair on. Well, being on the fair board is a 365-day a year
Right.
deal.
Right.
But, we appreciate the ones that
Come just for the fair.
come
yeah.
just for the fair, because it takes, a lot of effort. But,
We got people that do one event, and that's what they
yeah,
they do it
that
well
one
too.
event.
Yeah, you need that.
Yeah,
Yes.
and they know what they're doing. They take care of it. We don't have to worry. If the demo derby starts at 7 o'clock Saturday night, we know that Daniel will have the demo derby ready to go at 7 o'clock.
He got it covered.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
So
And Tommy's doing music.
Tommy's
Yes.
going to have
Tommy's
the
got
music.
the music.
Tommy has got the music.
He is. He is.
We love you, Tommy Marsh.
Yeah.
Could I?
Yeah. But
But
he said, he's got a regular job, so he can't come in here just any old time. So
I started to reach out to him and say, "Hey, Trent's coming in," and I knew he'd be like, "I can't learn," because I've tried to get him in. He's just his schedule in the morning right now is pretty tight.
yeah.
So he came in about a month or so ago and did a show with me because he's got all these awards coming out that he's just he's superstar.
The best fair board members we have are the retired ones.
Oh, there you go.
And he's not retired. He's the Energizer Bunny of the fair board. Ronnie is. I mean,
my
About
Gotcha.
that.
Because Trent has a regular job too.
yeah, I have a regular job. I'm the codes inspector, but
Yeah. He's the person I call whenever I have questions about because we're like redoing some stuff in our house. I'm like, okay, do I need this for that? Do I need this for that? I've called you probably at least half a dozen times in the last 6 months with questions.
so but like I say, and a lot of us fair board members, now I do have a real job now. Before I was self-employed, and that's what it almost takes a self-employed person or somebody with good flexible hours to be a
Right.
fair board member.
Right.
Because
I
it's,
gotcha. This is a lot.
And we should say thank you to the ladies that come and work in the red building.
Oh, yeah. I
was
the
gonna say,
volunteers.
there's a lot of
Yeah,
them.
we have a lot of volunteers.
lot of
Yeah, a lot, and we do. I mean, it's funny. There's maybe 3 fair board members that knows what to do inside that red building.
Right.
I mean, we walk through there. If they need trash taken out or if they need something done, we'll do that. But as far as putting entries in and knowing what's going on, that's a lot of mental work
Yeah.
right there. So
I'll have to just this little caveat here. Our Greenbrier High School FFA chapter, they came to me the other day and they go, "Miss Vivio, we need your FFA coat." I'm like, it's from Kentucky. It's got Kentucky on the back, but it's got a little different look to it because it's from like 76 to 80.
yeah.
So they've got my FFA coat will be featured in and I have no idea what they're doing with it, but I just said,
Yeah.
I want it back,
Now,
but
I love seeing how the FFA and the different clubs set up their booths inside, because it's a competition between the school
yeah.
and FFAs. They get serious about it. So.
I'm not sure what they're doing with it, but they got my FFA coat, and one of the Dr. Gibson, he was like, "It's got Kentucky on the back of it, Miss Vivio. Why do they want that?" I said, "I don't know, don't you?" And he's like, "I don't know. Let them have it." So we don't know, but my coat will be in there somewhere, so I'm gonna have to see what they do with it. But all those displays, let's go there. Those things, you've got to get those things in. By
Yes.
Friday, right?
Yes.
Well, like today. Today's Friday.
They'll be.
Yeah, to be judged.
They came.
Yeah.
Was it Tuesday night? Monday or Tuesday night? The 4-H volunteers show up, and they get all their risers out and all their boards they get everything set up in place.
Right.
So when the kids and the other people show up, they're not having to drag stuff out.
Right.
They're just there to decorate their. So like I say, it's
a process.
It's a process. People do not understand the countless man hours it takes to put a fair on. For how many dollars do we make, Ronnie, per fair board member?
I think zero.
There you go.
Zero.
Actually, we a lot of times, we'll be spending money out of our own pocket to do some of the things, because and it's not really intentional, but if somebody needs something, you'll run uptown and you'll just get it, and if you think about it, you turn the receipt in, and and Carol will write you a check back. But if you but I mean,
a lot of the times it's just out of your pockets. What you're saying, you're like, oh, I forgot the receipt. Just it's fine.
Yeah.
It
I
all
imagine
started.
that happens a lot.
Oh yeah, it all started about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Though people don't realize fair's still a fair, getting ready for all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's people come to the fair for 5 days. Yeah, 5 days. Yeah. And I have to do it used to be 6 days. We used to start on Monday.
Right.
Well, we always started on Tuesday when I was little.
Yeah.
Then we went to starting on Monday, and now we're back to starting on Tuesdays again. So it's a 5-day fair, but that 5-day fair takes,
it's a lot.
Countless. And people think,
busy folks.
yeah, y'all just show up, the day of and set the thing up and go. And that doesn't work.
It's a lot. And the first thing, and I've mentioned this a couple of times as we've been building up to the fair, people are like, why is the date not always the same? It's because we like the carnival that we get, and we have to work with them.
They have a very good carnival.
Yeah, we really do.
People do not realize how clean and neat and
you bet.
well maintained. Yes.
And it's about that. And so that's why our date floats.
Yeah, I mean, the carnival group that we use, Kissel, they do the Kentucky State Fair.
Yeah.
And we're fortunate that they still seem to like us and our location because we're just one of just a very few small county fairs that they still do. They do the big tri-county fairs and state fairs,
2-week fairs,
yeah.
2-week fairs and stuff like that. So
we're fortunate that we have them. And how this is a curiosity for me. How like at what point do you get that date? Like when will we know what next year's will be? How does that work? Do y'all find does it kind of just really no set?
Yeah,
rule?
I mean, we try to have it nailed down in January.
Okay.
During convention.
At the fair convention, sometimes, they will have it, and then sometimes it'll be, a month later, something like that. They have to wait and see, how everything's falling to give us our particular date. We love the end of September.
Yeah.
Which is going to be 93 and 94 degrees again next week, but it'll be 60 at night.
Yes. Yes.
The sun will be down at 7 o'clock.
And the tobacco barns are smoking. It's that time. This is the time of the year that I like it.
Yeah.
I like it now.
Yeah, now, but it's a catch-22. Last year we had it early. We didn't have any tobacco at all.
Yeah.
But we had all kinds of produce.
Right.
Because it was right in there. Now this year, a lot of your produce, like your tomatoes and your green beans and your squash and all that, that's
kind of finished up. Yeah.
Kind of finished up. But, you'll have your fall stuff like the pumpkins and there'll still be watermelons and stuff like that.
You have corn.
Apples.
Yeah, you'll have some field corn show up, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, there'll be a lot of field corn, soybeans, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of tobacco.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
and which we're known for.
Yeah. This county was raised on that.
Better believe it. So, well, very good. So that's what you're going to find in the red building. You're going to find all the entries and those kinds of things. And that's open from the moment the fair is open.
Yes.
You can go in and see that. But you got to get your entries in if you want them judged 2 days today, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, and they experimented this year, and they got it out to some where you could actually do all your entries online.
Oh.
So when you showed up, your tickets were already printed out, and you didn't have to it expedited the process.
Okay, that's
That was
cool.
a big word. Look at that. I
Yeah,
put
you
that
did
out
good.
there. So
This early in the morning, brother.
yeah, that's right. So, but hopefully by next year, this is the first year we're doing that. So by next year, everybody's going to online and digital and all that kind of stuff. Now, we'll say this: we do not take cards at the gate to buy tickets. I need to get that out there. It's to do with the carnival and all that, and eventually that'll get changed. But we do there will be ATMs, out there, because somebody
can get some
shows up,
cash,
with cash, Now,
The ATMs inside too.
ATMs
Kessel has
inside also.
inside.
Do they not take anything but cash, or do they do card for the
I think they
ticket
do
gate?
cards at
Or like rides and stuff.
Yeah, I think they do cards for the rides, but since we split the gate, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday with the carnival, it's a lot easier to just I'm
cash,
yeah.
right. Okay,
But
I got you.
I will
Yeah.
put a caveat to that. I mean, it's very well guarded. I
Yes,
need
it
to say
is.
that, put that
Yes.
out there.
It mentioned why you split the gate
Uh,
because of the rides and stuff.
yeah.
Like, what are the nights that the entry gets you the rides?
Okay,
So,
the why we split the gate Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday night. It's what we call pay one way or pay one price. You pay $18 to get in. It's gone up to $18 this year just because
it's what it is,
it
but
is
that's
what it
still a
is.
great price.
So, but
yeah.
once you pay your $18 and you get your stamp on your hand, you ride anything in there you want. You don't have to pay anything else. Now, obviously, you have to pay for food and any of the games that you play up there. But any of the rides, come with that $18.
Music's free.
Music's
You
always
know.
free.
It's the best $18 you'll spend.
Isn't
Where are you
that
going to
yeah.
get? Where you get your money's worth.
Yeah.
So
I had my MS treatment yesterday, and me and Diana, she always lets me pick where I want to go eat. So we was in Clarksville. I wanted to go to Red Lobster. The two of us was $65.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Just to eat.
Yep.
And so
That's just it, So I mean, it's a deal. It's a good deal.
Yeah.
Tell me the hours now, especially on those ride nights. What I was just looking to
the
see.
gates open at 5.
Okay.
Rides start at 5:30,
Okay.
and they will run basically until it slows down enough. I mean, normally 10:30.
Yeah, around
Okay.
10:30.
10:30 on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights. Now, Friday nights, it's not pay one way, which there again,
Yeah.
you get in the gate for $12 for an adult, $6 for a student,
Mm-hmm.
and but you have to buy tickets to ride the rides.
Right.
But you got 2 nights of motocross. We got Thursday night and Friday night.
Great
And,
shows.
and then you got the demo derby that
Yeah.
you're paying $6 or $12 to get in.
Oh yeah.
And there's so many things. Ronnie,
Go-kart race.
I'll let you
Go-kart
cover the
race.
schedule. But
Okay, so we'll go through those,
senior citizens, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday night. If you bring it's a toy or stuffed animal, I'm
for
pretty
the
sure.
toy drive for Christmas, maybe, or
I'm going to step right in it now because it's in there somewhere. That tells there's a list of things to
Okay.
bring. But
Okay.
if you'll bring whatever it says on the list and you're a senior citizen, you get in for free.
Free admission for senior citizens when you bring a donation for Kiwanis for Kids, and that's on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's free admission for senior citizens.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
What?
So you can just come on down with a stuffed toy to donate to the Kiwanis Club,
Wow.
and they will be helping run our concession stand this year because of this.
Let me give that caveat. I'm still a senior that likes to ride rides. You'd still have to get the stamp for the rides.
Yes.
So you would have
60
to
and older too.
60 and older. And so I'm just, if I want to ride rides though, I'm still going to have to pay the gate, even
still
though
gonna have to pay the gate,
if I
but-
want to ride rides.
Yes.
To get that sticker so I can ride what I want to
But
ride.
we come up with that.
What do you want to ride? What do you want to ride?
I love Ferris wheels. Absolutely love them. I used to like all the wild rides, but I don't know. But Ferris wheel for sure. I love a Ferris wheel. I love a Ferris wheel. And just because I love getting up in the air and just being able to see everything, for sure.
Yeah.
Some of the wilder rides I'm not as brave on. Now, Tilt-A-Whirl, Merry Mixer, all those kinds of things. Oh, I ride those any day of the week,
We came up with this. Now, we've been doing this for several years, the seniors getting in with the donation of a toy or food drives. We've done lots of different things, but the reason we come up with that, we was finding so many seniors and older farmers, they wanted just to come in and go through the booths, go through the red building, look at all of that. And they was having to pay full price just to get in, unless it was Friday or Saturday night.
Right.
And so it was like, well, these nights, we'll let them in because just so they can still come and enjoy without, they're going to come in, they're going to spend a couple hours maybe, and go back home.
Right.
So,
and there's an armband night. There's on Saturday, they've got the armband, like a $20 armband with your gate price. We'll let the kids ride with the armband from 3 to 7 p.m.
Yes.
So that's great. I mean, it's just a great deal. Let your kids ride rides.
Don't
and these
show
are
up at
good.
6:45 and buy the $20 armband.
That wouldn't be very smart.
That would not work.
That would not be very smart.
Yeah.
So I love it. It's going to be good stuff. Okay, Ronnie, it's your job to run through the.
Ronnie is going to
run through our events. Come on.
Okay.
It's on you. I'm done with my commercials, so let's just do this.
Okay. I guess we'll start out with
Okay.
Sunday. Says all exhibit entries must be in the building except flower and adult baking departments.
Okay, well, I'm glad you clarified that because for some reason the FFA kids were telling me it was today. But it's your entries have got to be
the
in to be
FFA
judged.
kids. I think they come and do their stuff today
Right,
because it's
okay.
a school
Yeah, probably.
function and stuff like that. So
Okay, Monday from 8 to 10, the flower and show entries must be in. 10:30 a.m. flower show judging begins. And on Tuesday through Friday, demonstration in the exhibit hall Tuesday through Friday 5 to 7.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there'll be demonstrations going on every night inside the exhibit hall
Okay,
that the 4-H does.
okay,
So
that'll be fun.
So on Tuesday, September 16th, 1 p.m., open baking. 5 o'clock, the parade,
Of course. Open baking. Now, does that mean that they're just bringing in their baking items and
Yeah.
stuff?
pies and
pies and stuff
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that. I used to judge the pies and the cakes, but with my diabetes running rampant, that's probably
good
not the
idea.
best thing to do.
Not
we
a
have
good
to keep
idea.
Henry away from the pies.
Yeah, and got to keep Henry away from the
That's
pies because
funny.
he'll go in and eat a whole pie.
Oh my goodness! It's like you got to leave something for display.
Yeah.
You got to taste it and judge it. You're not supposed to eat the whole thing. But anyway. it's very
Okay,
good.
after the parade at 6 o'clock, we got the touch a
Oh,
truck
fun.
Touch a
event.
truck.
Okay.
That's emergency vehicles, some construction vehicles.
Yes,
just-
there'll
There's
be
going to be all kinds of trucks and
any
equipment
kind
down
of hopefully interesting vehicle to younger children and well even me. I mean you'll have ambulances, fire, police. We'll have a big articulating tractors in there, articulating dump trucks,
Yeah.
track hose, skid steer loaders.
My 3-year-old grandson just loves that stuff.
And like I say,
Loves
we
it.
struggle on Tuesday nights for an event in the arena because it's opening night and the parade is going on and all that. So Hunter, I almost said Honeybee. Honeybee's her nickname, but Hunter, she come up with the touch a truck idea, and somehow or another, when it was all said and done, now I'm the coordinator and making sure everybody gets parked in the arena on touch a truck night.
That's your gig.
But she'll be in the red building.
I love it.
She'll be in the red building with because her mom and Miss Naomi have been fixtures at the fair board for so long. They've got conflicts
Oh, I got you.
So Hunter and a few other ladies are going to be in the building. So
Okay, so that's Touch a Truck, 6 p.m., and then do the band. Go for that. I'm trying to keep
this
on
is
track.
where Tommy comes in.
Yeah,
From
Tommy
6 to 8. The loose hinges will be on the acoustic stage. We have 2 stages down there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then from 6 to 9, Doc's down, and the next round on the Century stage.
So the acoustic stage is the one that's there by the grandstand.
but it's actually
Been
moved.
moved this
Okay,
year.
where is it?
It's in. We have behind the red building or the exhibit hall.
Mm-hmm.
We used to have coming down the pavement, and I'm drawing on your desk here that nobody understands.
Kind of a work in progress.
Kind
right
of a
this
work in
minute, till we
progress.
get all the.
And
Moving
yeah,
food trucks
and this
and
was
everything set up,
Tommy's
yeah.
idea because we're all too dumb to figure it out. And he said, "Guys, I want to set the acoustic stage up behind the red building." We said, "Well, it'll be behind all the food trucks." He said, "Why don't you bring the food trucks and make them into kind of like a food court and put the stage
Yes.
right behind, and we'll have picnic tables out there." So we're hoping it works as good as it sounds.
I think that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
Good thinking, Tommy.
The noise from the arena kind of interfered with the acoustic stage.
I
so
was kind of
that's
wondering
kinda-
about
yeah.
that. Yeah.
So
Okay.
And we'll talk about where that noise is coming from too.
Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
And then, so you'll have and then you've got the Century stage, which is the covered stage that's there by where we have the farmer's market and all that. That's the Century stage. I'm going to tell you something, guys. You got to go hear this music. I have been to too many shows at the fairgrounds where they're just not, people are not sitting there. They're listening to it in the background, but you go down and sit and watch these musicians.
They're playing their hearts out.
Wow.
And
Free shows.
and you know we work the gate up at the road, you know, kind of making sure people are going where they need to, and so for us that volunteer to work a gate, you know, we can sit up there, and like I say, he has not had a bad musical experience at all down there.
It's just incredible. Incredible.
And
so
there you go. Okay, Tommy.
we got to get back on track. I'm trying to keep us on the.
Okay.
So that's Doc's Downs, and the next round be at the
Yeah,
Century
this is
stage.
just Tuesday night we're
Okay,
talking
this is
about.
Tuesday night. We haven't gotten very far.
7 o'clock, the dairy show at the livestock pavilion down by the stage. And then I guess the touch a truck is
In the
at
arena.
7 in the arena.
And
Yes.
the arena. Now, it says 7 o'clock in there because that's when most arena events, but as soon as we get all the trucks and everything staged
Okay.
in there where they're not driving in and stuff, then we'll open the gates.
They can enjoy it.
Yeah, they
Maybe
can
it'll
enjoy
be
it.
A little bit
Yeah,
earlier.
we're just kind of playing that by ear
Gotcha.
as quick as we
Makes
can get them in
sense.
there.
Wednesday, go.
Okay, 7 o'clock, the beef show at the livestock pavilion, which is down below the stage there. 6 to 8, the Tune Twisters on the acoustic stage. And 6 to 9 is Faith Night at the Century stage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
So
awesome.
that'll be a big night.
Yes.
Okay, and then at 7 o'clock, we got the go-kart race.
Go karts, y'all. 7
Yes.
o'clock in the arena.
That's Ronnie's deal right there.
And it should really be good this year. We got 3 classes. We got some kids coming to race. Some of the horsepower on these go-karts are going to be anywhere from 20 to 80 horsepower on a go-kart.
Wow.
No weight. They're going to pay $500 to win. So they're going to be going after it.
That's right. They want that money.
And it is. It's a mini NASCAR race.
Yeah.
I mean, the
It's-
track is the guys that work on the track and get it
Yes.
ready. I mean, you walk out there and it's as slick and as hard as this
The
desktop.
go-kart racers tell me it's one of the best tracks around that they race on. So we
Fun.
spend a lot of time setting it up.
Fun. I
yes.
love it. How exciting. And that'll make some noise, but with you having your food trucks around your acoustic stage, that's going to work really good. That just sounds like a great time. It's a great time.
It is. It is.
All right. Well, we're going on to Thursday now because we're already almost at a quarter till, and we've still got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay, Thursday night. Okay, guys, get your cars shined up. We got a car show. It pays $500 to win, $250 for second, and $100 for third.
Wow.
And we give trophies with those too. So I've got a bunch of T-shirts and stuff to give away to guys that bring some cars, and so it should be a good show.
That's gonna be a
And
really
I
good
usually have a pretty good turnout for that.
Yeah.
You know,
And people will stick around because they're going to have Mojo Parker on the, well, now they're going to
on the acoustic
you got
stage.
Jim. Here's the thing. Mojo's going to be on the acoustic stage. Jim Gustin, his band's going to be on the Century stage. Oh my goodness, that man. He's really good. Have you ever heard Jim? Oh, so good. That will be an excellent show. Excellent show. He's a worship leader up in Clarksville too. And just got that rock voice, you know. He's like Tommy, man. They just got enough grit and dirt to their voice. You just like, it's just so
Yeah,
good.
to
It's
look
just so
at
good.
Tommy, he's this big goober looking guy, but boy, he can sing.
He can sing, Betty.
Yeah.
He can sing, Betty. And Jim is one of his big buds, and I mean, he is so good. But you'll love that. I'd be really stunned if Tommy Marsh didn't get up there with him too. But he hasn't said he's going to. But I wouldn't be surprised if Tommy didn't get up on stage with Jim.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Okay,
then 7 o'clock in the arena.
motocross.
Mm-hmm.
If you've not seen that, you should come and see this. I mean,
Okay.
these guys are what 20, 30, 20 something feet in the air in these with these
Wow.
bikes
Wow.
and racing around there, you know, side by side. So it's
And
very
we're
good.
fortunate enough that our arena is big enough to put on a really good show.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it'll surprise you when you get out there just how big the arena is.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and the little kids on the little bitty small bikes. That's fun to watch too.
Oh,
I mean,
my. It's gonna be fun.
it's very
It's
fun.
gonna be fun.
Okay, so that gets us to Friday, September 19th. So 6 o'clock, we got the Sheep and Lamb show at the Livestock Pavilion. We have motocross again
Mm-hmm.
on Friday. And I don't know if they're going to do some kind of finals or something for that, you know, to determine.
Motocross did so good last year on Friday night that
That's why we've got 2 nights
we've got two
Two
nights
nights of it.
I got
yeah.
you.
It
Very
was a
good.
big hit. It really was a big hit.
Mhm.
5 to 7:30, Billy Mack on the acoustic stage. 6 to 9 is the Southern Sunrise on the Century stage.
I've
Sa-
not heard them, but I know they're good because Tommy booked them.
Yeah,
So I just
Tommy
saw
got
hers
them
to
right
it.
there. They're good.
Yeah, he does not bring on anybody that's not just top notch.
No. Tommy knows a lot of
Yes,
entertainers.
he does.
A lot of entertainers. Okay, Saturday, that gets us the 4-H Pullet Show and Sale at the Livestock Pavilion. Now, I've never been to that, but I understand that sale is a pretty big deal.
It's a big deal.
I've been to it before,
Yeah.
and my husband, it's a big deal up north.
Yeah.
where they have it, and so he has wanted he wanted to go.
Yeah,
We went
now-
specifically.
and-
to
I think
watch
Ed
the show.
Cope does that.
Yeah.
Now James T.
Is James T doing it?
Oh, okay.
But
James
he's
T.
with
But he's
yeah.
he's with
Yeah.
them. But
Yeah.
but James T. he is the chicken auctioneer extraordinaire.
Evidently.
And now I'll say this for the Saturday morning events, you know, the chicken show, the pet show, the pedal pool, and the barnyard buddies all happen Saturday morning, and it doesn't cost you
Yeah, you
anything
can,
to get
you
in.
can just come in the gate and enjoy that.
I'm
and
hoping I said
yeah.
that right. The
I
barnyard
made the
buddies, yeah.
first pedal pool last year.
Yeah.
Now, those kids have a
they have a great time.
great time
They have a
with
great
that.
time. But that is a good point. You can come in and see everything.
Yeah.
And it's not going to cost you anything.
Uh-uh.
And you can see them little babies all dressed up in their barnyard grates. You know, that's the that's the barnyard buddies. It's a little, you know, kind of like a pageant. It is a pageant, but it's
Yeah,
they're dressed
but it's
up.
it's
Right.
yeah,
and
it's,
they're
it's for them.
adorable. They're
Yeah.
adorable. So.
And so that gets us to the 3 o'clock goat show
Mm-hmm.
at the Livestock Pavilion. 7 to 10 looks like Chris Monholland on the Century stage.
Okay, I'm not familiar with him, but again,
7 to 9, Maddie
Right.
Taylor on the acoustic stage. And then, I guess, 7 o'clock is the big demo derby.
and that's what I mean. That's just it's just not fair
That-
with
that'll-
that.
Self-explanatory.
That brings out all kinds.
Yes, it does.
It's a colorful show in
Yes.
the audience and in the
You
arena.
better believe it. Well said, brother.
you go.
Well
A lot of
said.
enthusiasm.
Yeah, a lot of
love it.
enthusiasm.
I love it.
I
I love it.
And like I say, gates do open at 3 o'clock on Saturday.
Right.
Instead of
You'll
5
have to-
o'clock, they open at 3 o'clock on Saturday.
And that's when you can pay the regular gate price, which was
$12
$12
for an adult, $6 for a student.
and then you can get that $20 armband from 3 to 7 to ride the rides. And then after 7, you'll buy tickets.
And
for the
I'll
ride.
just say, sometimes that's not utilized as good as it could be.
I agree. Yeah.
You know, because I mean, you get that. I mean, you can ride several rides from 3 to 7 because the crowds are not.
Exactly. They're not as busy.
Yeah.
And it's
Now,
just
me saying that, then hopefully it'll bring them down, bring the
there you
crowd
go.
down.
We want to pack the house. So there you go.
And then Sunday from 2 to 4, that's when they remove the exhibits from the buildings and stuff.
Got to get everything. So
And-
you better
and-
get my jacket, kids.
And
Better not leave my FFA code in there.
Sunday afternoon at 4:30. That's when we're all pretty much dead.
You just passed out.
The
I'm sure.
catalogs, everybody can pick you up a catalog.
Where do we get these?
Oh,
Everywhere.
Everywhere. The
yeah.
sponsors.
Farmers Bank,
find 'em.
Co-op.
Ace, I think has them.
Ace
Ace
has
Hardware
them.
usually has them.
Several businesses around town.
And they're so pretty.
and we have a catalog box in front of the red building that we keep stocked. So
Right.
if you're just driving by, I keep saying the red building is the main Fair Association exhibit hall building.
You can't miss it if you go up there. You
Yeah,
notice that.
and it's right there on the front porch. You can just pull up there and get you a catalog. But you can actually go to our website
and
and flip through
Yeah.
online also.
Right.
But I'm old fashioned. I like having that book in my
Me
hand.
too.
You know,
too. Make
we've
notes in
we've
it.
gone back and forth. Do we do it? Do we not do it? And it's just like it's part of the fair.
I agree.
You
A lot
know.
of people collect these. There's quite a few people I know have a collection of these.
Yes.
But and then you've got this little like right in the middle. You got the arena events. Nice.
Oh yeah,
I
that's a
love
big
that.
big.
Doesn't that look
The
good?
centerfold page has
Yep,
got all
yep.
of the events on it.
There you
so.
go. You got all those wonderful events.
And then, like I say, when you're looking at the events and all that, look at the sponsors in this catalog.
Yeah.
They're local people, you know,
That's your
to Robertson
centerfold.
County.
Your centerfold is actually a bunch of pics, and you've got all
Okay,
your
the
sponsors.
centerfold. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
So the events page is a little further in, but it's very easy to find, and it's got all the events of the arena.
Yes.
See, it stands out really beautiful too, but it does look like a
yeah,
centerfold.
and like I
It
say,
does.
those people that are advertising that catalog, they are,
Mm-hmm.
you know, they are Robertson County people.
Mm-hmm.
They have businesses in Robertson County and some in Montgomery, some, you know, and around. But make sure you look at those and visit some. If there's, you know,
Yes.
if there's something you need, I'm a big proponent, and me and you've talked about this, you know, stay in Robertson County.
Yep. For sure.
You know, stay in Robertson County, buy local,
Mm-hmm.
eat local. You know, it's just, that's what the fair is about.
Mm-hmm. It really
You know,
is, and you know,
It showcases the best of Robertson County.
I agree, and it's one of those things. You know, talking with Josh Hinerman and Kenny Hardaway, talking about how that we need to be able to compete with paying bus drivers and everything more, get those sales dollars up, and they can do that.
Well, me and Ronnie was talking
Yeah.
about that outside. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, you know, they're so underpaid, I think, for what they have to do.
The drivers.
Yes.
Well, yeah. You know, if it's your full-time gig, now for a supplemental thing, my husband's a full-time school teacher, so it's great for us.
Yeah.
And that's, again, I don't know why more teachers are not utilizing that. And you would take the burden off of transportation so much
Yeah.
if you would consider doing that. And it's just good, solid extra income.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it's a no-brainer. I'm stunned that they only had 2 teachers doing that. That blows my mind. Everybody's like, why don't you do it, LaVern? Well, I got this gig.
Ronnie,
So-
maybe we need to do that.
I heard somebody talking about that this week, and
Yeah.
they said their husband started driving a bus, and his wife was saying she wished she had done it 30 years ago
Yeah.
because he was so happy. He just loved it. He brought
Loves
a picture
the kids.
in, one of the kids drew him and put it on the refrigerator, you know.
Isn't that great?
That
Yeah.
you hear the horror stories about how kids act on the bus, but you don't see, like I say, you know, the kids that love get to know the bus driver,
You
know,
bet.
and like I say, drawing pictures for them and all that kind of stuff. So
You better believe
yeah.
it. And again, I've talked about there are always going to be some knuckleheads, but Dr. Bell calls them lost sheep, and you're going to always have those that you need to help. And you can be a light to these kids. That's what and I know we're getting off the fair, but we started out with bus transportation. we need drivers desperately, guys. They need drivers desperately. Teachers. You're already in the school system. This is a way to help your income a little bit, and you're going to get to know your kids even better. You might be driving some of the kids you have in class to school, and that relationship you'd build is just beautiful.
And other than whoever gets them ready for school, that's the first face they see.
You better believe it.
And that could set the tone for their whole day.
For the entire day. Such a blessing to work with these kids. So we've got just about 5-6 minutes here. A couple of things that I know we need to touch on to kind of double back to the fair, but you've mentioned those sales tax dollars and buying local with our sponsors. This is how that all tied together. We were talking about the sponsors in here. Buying local, making sure we keep those tax dollars here, which helps us in our school systems and everything else. Yep. But we just kind of wrap all this around. As Mayor Vogel says, we are blessed. We get to work and live in Robertson County. So God is good, and we just want you to come and be a part of the fair. Everything that Ronnie went over and that we kind of chimed in on, we kept pulling it back, getting it back on topic. But everything we just went over is in this book. Go out and get one or get the flip book at the website for Robertson County Fair and Robertson County Fair, Tennessee. For sure. Is it a .org or what? Do you know for sure the exact web page, guys, to push?
That would be a Chad question.
Yeah.
Actually, I have
Here it is. I've got it right here. It is www.robertsoncountyfair.com. So we got the .com. We didn't have to put Tennessee. There's other Robertson counties in the state, so I figured it was, but they got on that early. So that's robertsoncountyfair.com. That's the easiest thing in the world.
And if you want to, I have it this way on my phone. I have the.
You got to get up on that microphone.
I got an icon that I just click on.
Get on that microphone. Tell them on the microphone.
Oh, I leaned back because I had to.
You did.
I don't have my glasses on, but I have an icon on my phone.
Okay.
That I didn't put on there because I don't know how to do that. But
app.
all I have to do is click on that, and it carries you straight to the fair page. And then, like I say, it's very easy to navigate. It's got the fair events. It's got everything you need to know. It has our sponsors.
Okay.
On the website,
And anybody that hadn't been to the fair in a while, you should come. It is really.
It's a lot of fun.
Really, it is. It's a lot of fun.
Have a blast, and I'm wanting to see if you have an app. That's what I'm just kind of curious now, if that's an app or if that's just like a shortcut they put on your phone. But while I'm doing this, guys, talk to them about the parking, because that's one thing we didn't talk about. What about parking? Where do you park and all of that? Can we address that?
We will address that really quickly.
Okay.
We have paid parking. No, well, we have limited paid parking on certain nights off of Blackwood Drive.
Okay.
That the Coopertown Men's Club handles for us on the back gates. Now,
that's actually their parking.
That's their parking,
yes.
So we have some limited parking on the fairgrounds, but across the street at Legion Field, the American Legion Post, in conjunction with, I think, White House Community Fire Department,
okay,
they operate the crosswalk right there at Legion Field. And then we have Chris Hunt, who owns the warehouse. He will have parking. And then it's, after that, it's everywhere. Now,
all up down the street, you're allowed to park.
You're allowed
on the side of the road
on
there.
the sides of the road at your own risk. Now, I will say this, with Lennar coming in and developing the big subdivision up Blackwood Drive, a lot of people always parked up Blackwood Drive. You need to be a little more careful because there's a lot of construction going on up there. So if you're easing off the edge side of the road, you might be easing off into a freshly covered up ditch.
Oh.
So.
Yeah. So you need to be very careful about that.
Very careful about that.
Okay, and I'll tell you, I'm not finding an app, but we'll figure it out, and I'll talk about it next week. But I do, as I was looking for the app for the fairgrounds.
And like I said, I don't know who put that on my phone, but it's been a lifesaver for me.
I'll figure out how to do it, and we'll talk to them about it Monday. As I was doing that, though, I came up on the Experience Robertson County icon.
Yeah.
And that's something that's happening this weekend. That's tomorrow.
Yeah.
So let's mention that before we wrap up our time. Experience Robertson County. You can go and experience all the wonderful things in Robertson County. Then you can go see a lot of the stuff that you touched on tomorrow. Experience Robertson County is happening. So go download their app, because I just saw the app on here, and you can go to the chamber, Robertson County Chamber, and find out more about that. But that's a tomorrow event.
One year we was lucky enough that Experience Robertson County happened on the Saturday, which was the last day of the fair.
Oh, wow.
So when you talk about Experience Robertson County,
You had the,
you had the whole day, and if you went to all the sites, you got put into a drawing, and if you was at the fair that night, they announced the winner, you know.
Yeah.
So I really wished it
the
was.
timing on that is fun when
Yeah.
it can happen. But the Experience Robertson County is happening tomorrow, and that'll just get you ready for all things Robertson County when the fair opens up on Tuesday with the parade at 5.
Yes.
Do the gates open right after, or do they open at 3 on that day?
They
They open at 3, don't they?
open at
And-
3 on the Saturday.
Okay, what am I talking about? All gates open at 5.
All gates open at 5.
About
Rides
messed
start
us
at
up,
5:30.
y'all.
Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
There you go.
Gates open at 5. Rides start at 5:30. Saturday, you can literally make an entire day of it. You show up at 8 o'clock in the morning, get ready for the chicken show and auction, and
Yeah.
end up with the demo derby. And
The gate opens at 3.
the gate opens
I
at 3.
apologize. Yeah. I had that near.
Yeah.
It gets confusing in here, y'all. It's a lot. So that's why you need to get your fair book. Get your fair book. And get out, enjoy the parade. And
Come see Ronnie. He'll be guarding the gate the day of the parade.
okay.
No,
There
he is sworn off parade day gate duty, I think. You know,
Is it a little busy?
Oh my gosh.
it's people. It's people. I mean, you've got everybody lined up watching the parade, and the parade starts at 5. Gates open at 5. So you're watching the parade. There's people trying to get across the road. It's a Tuesday night. It's a little trying.
Well,
but-
and you've got the 1 ticket price that gets you in. You ride
Yeah.
the rides. What a fun night.
and it's opening night, you know. So there's going to be some wrinkles that
That's okay.
need to get ironed out.
That's
but
okay. It's Robertson County. We're nice to each other.
just remember, when y'all are seeing us walk around in our Fair Board shirts and y'all are yelling at us because it's too hot or something's not right, we are 100% non-paid volunteers that
$0.
do this just for the love of
Robertson County.
Robertson County.
And a lot of times they're spending, I'm pretty much spending so much money out of their own pocket
Yeah.
to get things done a lot of times.
Yes.
So appreciate you
Yeah,
guys.
money and the countless hours that
I can't
I
even
mean, these
imagine.
buildings, they don't just sit there.
Yeah.
You know, you have
They're
to
used
do
all year
maintenance.
long. I
Yeah.
mean, how many events have we had out there? You know, I've been to so many events this past year at the fairgrounds. I mean, most recently
Great.
the Recovery Fest.
Yeah.
You know, and just all the things that we have out at the
Got the
fairgrounds.
tractor pull back this year.
Yeah,
Got the
I know
tractor
the
pull
tractor
back.
pull. Yeah, see, I mean that's just awesome.
Freedom Fest.
Yeah,
Rodeo.
All of it. This is why.
Come see us.
Be nice to the fair board. There you go. Love you guys. Thank y'all for coming in here. And I know normally we do Faith Friday. I'll just tell you, I know these are followers of Jesus Christ right here, and so we'll invite you
Yes.
to church right now. Where do y'all want to tell them? I'll invite you to Madison Church of Christ. I've been up there forever and ever. There's all kinds of great churches around. Y'all want to invite them to church?
Bethlehem Baptist,
Mm-hmm.
and our new preacher got here from South Louisiana last
Okay.
night.
Okay.
Now he's an old Cajun. He's bringing his gumbo and his crawfish pots and all of that. And
What time do y'all meet?
we meet we have breakfast every Sunday morning
Okay.
from 8:45 to 9:30.
Okay.
And then Sunday school at 9:30 to 10:30, 10:30 to 11:30 is worship. And like I say, we're really, really, really excited that we have.
There
we
you go.
think the man that we really need at Bethlehem.
Well, there you go. So come and meet the Cajun
Yeah,
on
come meet the
Sunday
Cajun,
morning.
yeah.
I love it. I love it. Do you have anywhere you want to invite them?
I go to First Baptist in Hendersonville.
There you go.
You know.
Well, and I mean that's the thing, guys. All over here's the point of making sure we invite you to church. Mine has been Madison because that's where my relationship with my husband started, and it just became our family, and that's our family. But you will find the place where you connect. You will find your family if you'll just keep walking through the door, because there's churches everywhere. And
Drive
if
through
you
Robertson
don't-
County, and
there are so
they're
many
everywhere.
wonderful congregations that would love to bring you in. And if you don't find the right one right away, just keep going. The people who Ebenezer Baptist, they're not Ebenezer Baptist, but there is an Ebenezer Baptist. Ebenezer Church, Ebenezer Broadcast Company is the one who brings you all of this. And that's a Spanish-speaking church. And Ilya Maldonado, our president of our broadcast company, heads up that. So if you've got folks that are Spanish speakers, point them there. Find
We
community.
have so many. Yeah, we have so many
Find your
H2A.
community.
We have so many H2A workers that come
Yeah.
into Robertson County, and you will see. I mean,
The more you get involved, the more you're going to love it.
You got it. Find your community this weekend. So I can't let Faith Friday end without saying find a place to plug in and find your spiritual community, because I don't see how you do life without it, y'all. God bless you guys. See you at the fair. See you at the fair, guys. And we'll see you on Monday right here on 1100 WSGI. God bless. Have an absolutely fabulous day and weekend.